John Geoffrey departed Gravesend near London in June 1850 on the Hudson's Bay Company ship the Prince of Wales. The ship stopped at Stromness in the Orkney Isles to stock up with supplies and men before sailing across the Atlantic Ocean to the continent of North America. Its destination was York Factory, where the Hayes River joins Hudson Bay. The collector discovered to his dismay that he had missed his intending travelling group, and instead joined another that headed west, aiming to reach as far inland as possible before winter set in. He travelled by small boat, which often had to be portaged with great effort both up and down rapids, to reach Cumberland House, some 680 miles inland. There he waited until the so-called winter packet arrived, a tough group who would continue west on snowshoes and with dog sleds to reach the Rocky Mountains. Leaving in January 1851, he walked 1,300 miles to reach Jasper House, and then crossed the highest point of his route at Athabasca Pass before descending the west side of the mountain range. As soon as the rivers became navigable, he switched to boat and sometimes on foot to travel the remaining 550 miles or so to Vancouver Island. Then, and only then, after travelling some 2,500 miles, could John Geoffrey start his work as a plant collector in earnest. He decided to overwinter on the island, but not before travelling north again, up the Fraser River, searching for new conifers and other plants. Spring 1852, John Geoffrey headed south for the first time, exploring the territories of Washington and Oregon. In the summer he reached Mount Shasta before returning to Fort Vancouver for the winter, but not before exploring Mount Jefferson. During 1853, John Geoffrey again headed south, exploring the Rogue and Applegate valleys, among many others, before descending the Sacramento River. Rather than heading straight to San Francisco, where he would spend the next winter, he first explored the Scott Mountains. After overwintering in the city, John Geoffrey apparently headed south again, this time headed for Fort Yuma in Arizona. He was never heard of again. Only his journals, which he was contracted to write, would reveal his full story, but which were never recovered. Now, for the first time, 160 years later, they will be revealed in my latest book, Green Gold.